Hi everybody, my name is Anton. I'm a founder of EasyChamp, and this time we're gonna look into how we're gonna create a competition with teams, players, and open registration for it. So at first, I'm just logged in as a user. Everybody who logged in into the platform has an ability to create leagues, competitions, teams, players, and all this stuff. So let's go ahead and create a competition. So what we're going to select first is the type, sport type. And let's go just with a FIFA, which is esports, a popular game. And I'm going to call it like June 22 FIFA League. We could, of course, upload the image for it, but yeah, for the sake of time, we could just go straight to the competition. And let's call it June 22 FIFA Cup. We could set the dates, but let's just move on and see the step where we select the teams. So we could select existing teams or create a new ones. So the category could be default. I'm gonna call it like a best team, skipping the avatars for it, and the next one will be perfect team. All right, we've got two teams selected, added to the competition, and this time let's enable rosters, meaning that for each team we could have some rosters. This is where we add players to the rosters, and we kind of add them globally. So let's call those players with some interesting names, like Cristiano Ronaldo. And in the full name, we specify actually the ID of the player. And if you're playing esports with FIFA or eFootball or whatever, you might want to put something like PSN ID here. I will go with this as soon as we've created a competition for FIFA. Basically, we just omit those informations for now, add in one player, and this time I'm going to add another player which you might know, like which is Lionel Messi, and specify PSN ID of Messi, let's say. So what we've done is just adding two players to this team. So we could go to the teams and basically find those teams that we've just created. For example, I'm looking for a perfect team, clicking on it, and we see that those players are here. So, and if we go to the players, we could also find those ones. We could add it, and of course, this is just the part of creating the competition. We've selected the teams, populated the rosters, but we can add those players to the season rosters, which means they will participate in this competition. So let's do it for the perfect team. Save the squad, and let's populate some players for the best team. I'm going to create something legacy, let's say, Luis Figo, PSN ID Figo, and let's add another player like Zidane, PSN ID Zidane. Okay, so I think we created the players for the teams, so we have at least two of them. It can be more, and actually the interesting thing is that in the general tab for the competition, we could specify a type. It can be 1v1, 2v2, it can be 11 versus 11. Of course, we need to populate more players then, but let me just specify this subtype. I'm an organizer. Want to be precise with what we are creating. So this time we've got teams in the competition. And we can of course go into the schedule, but we can omit it and just open a registration. At first I'm toggling this and opening a registration for free. This checkbox is extra feature that we will look a little bit later. So I'm saving this, and it means that those two teams are available for joining. So I'm just switching to another tab, which means I'm pretending to be another user. So let me just sign in with another user. I'm just using Google. It is my Gmail account, and this time I'm going to competitions because I also have an admin panel, but now I want to play a role of a manager or a player. So I find this June 22 FIFA Cup and I see those two teams. So what we see here is that registration for managers is open, and I could join as a manager. I cannot do this as a player, and I cannot provide my own team. So let me just try to join as a manager this time of Perfect Team. And once clicked, the administrator, organizer of this competition will see this request. He can either approve or reject it. But this is just the one part, opening registration for managers. Let's switch to this tab and open registration for players. Again, this is something extra. Let's leave it as it is. Open registration. Let's see what we've got. We have 2 players in the perfect team and 2 players in the best team. Well, we don't have it so far just because in the teams we've added Cristiano and Messi to the season rosters, but for the best teams, no, we didn't do this. So that's what I'm going to do. This time, going back to the registration, selecting the best team, we see those 2 players again. The registration is open, and if I go here, refresh the page, what I see, okay, registration for players is open. Oh, that's nice. So we could click on this link, and we could be at the same time a manager of a perfect team and, for example, a player of any team, in fact. So I'm sending this request. Administrator will get it. He could approve or reject, and basically that's the process of registration. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned. Enjoy EasyChamp.